Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Rising housing costs represent most families' largest monthly expense. We need more housing options everywhere for everyone. At my first committee meeting as ranking member, I said I would work with any member, Republican or Democrat, to lower costs for American families. This bill is an example of that commitment. I am proud to have worked with Chairman Scott on the first bipartisan housing legislation to move through the Banking Committee in over a decade. And I want to thank the chairman for his extraordinary leadership on this issue. I also want to thank the chairman's staff for the endless hours they put in behind the scene to make this bill a reality.
Rising housing costs are eating into family budgets nationwide. For most Americans, housing is their single largest monthly expense. This morning, lawmakers in Washington introduced a bipartisan effort to tackle this crisis head-on. At the center of it is the newly proposed Road to Housing Act of 2025, the first major housing legislation to clear the Senate Banking Committee in over a decade. If you want to stay updated on how this bill could affect housing prices and your wallet, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss our upcoming deep dives.
The package includes proposals from every single member of this committee. Proposals from Senator Blunt Rochester, Tillis, also Brooks, Lummis, Kim, Rounds, and Reed will all support local communities to build more housing, including modular and manufactured housing, and it will eliminate red tape that drives up the cost of building new housing. Proposals from Senators Smith, Rounds, Reed, Crapo, Van Hollen, Boozman, and Sheehy will help reduce homelessness, improve HUD's disaster recovery efforts, and preserve and expand housing options for renters and homeowners, including for veterans and people living in rural communities. Proposals led by Senators Warnock, Gallego, and Kramer will help increase the reliability of home valuations and address appraiser workforce shortages, another problem that increases delays and adds to the cost of housing. Senator Cortez Masto's proposals will reauthorize HUD's home program to expand affordable housing, and it will authorize the PRICE program, which is an innovative way to help preserve long-term affordability in manufactured housing communities. The package is a better bill because of its strong bipartisan provisions. I'm proud to have worked with Senator Kennedy on a proposal to encourage cities to boost housing supplies, with Senator Banks on a proposal to help expand modular housing financing options, and to have secured the Innovation Fund proposal to reward communities that increase supply and lower the cost of building new housing. For years, the American people have called on their elected officials to act to reduce housing costs. The Scott-Warren legislation represents what is possible when both parties put families ahead of politics. It's a significant step in the right direction. I'm happy today, but this is only a first step. Congress must do more. I look forward to continuing to work on these issues. Chairman Scott, thank you for your commitment for getting this done. We should all be proud of this package and the solutions it delivers for the American people. I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle, in the House and in the Senate, to move quickly to pass the bipartisan Road to Housing Act of 2025.
For clear, no spin breakdowns of major bills like this. Hit subscribe and join our community. This bill is not just about housing. It is about proving Congress can still work together. Lawmakers like Senator Warren and Chairman Scott are crossing the aisle, pairing progressive ideas with conservative priorities like modular housing and local zoning reforms. Both sides agree housing shortages are driving prices up, and families cannot wait for another decade of gridlock. We cover bipartisan efforts when they happen. Subscribe to see how this plays out and what it means for your community. While today's committee approval is historic, it is only step one. The Road to Housing Act still needs full Senate and House approval before reaching the President's desk. Expect intense debate over funding levels and implementation details in the coming months, but momentum is building. Stay ahead of the story. Subscribe now, and we will keep you informed as this bill moves through Congress. For families struggling with skyrocketing rent or saving for a home, this bill could bring real relief if it passes. It is a rare sign of bipartisan problem solving in an otherwise divided Washington. We will be tracking every step, so make sure you are subscribed to get the updates that matter to you.